All right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday out there. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning and a great start to your day. Taking a look firstly at the national map, and you can see quite the change in weather that we've been seeing the last couple of days. And really the only mild area of the country is the southeastern regions of the country now. Everyone else is pretty chilly. We are off to a pretty chilly start to your day. We are at 27 in Sioux Falls. We are at 21 in Aberdeen, 21 in Pierre, 19 in Rapid City, 25 in Chamberlain. And then down into Nebraska as we follow our Quad State region. Again, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. 16 in Valentine, 19 in North Platte. We got 23 in O'Neill, 25 in Grand Island, 30 in Omaha. And then into Iowa, we got 32 in Des Moines. We got 30 in Fort Dodge, 28 in Spencer, 28 in Waterloo, 30 in Cedar Rapids. And Minnesota, we are at 27 in the cities, 25 in Mankato, 25 in Fairmont, 27 in Marshall, 21 in Duluth. So we are in the teens and 20s for most of us here. It is a chilly start to your Wednesday. Now, looking at the current radar picture, and this is the remnants. This is what's left here from yesterday's system. It is all to the east now. It's even moved out of Minnesota even. It's moved on into Wisconsin and Canada. So that's what's left of that big system that came through yesterday that caused a lot of problems. And as we go through this map now, this is what's left of that winter storm. We had all the advisories and warnings. We had the blizzard warning. We had the winter storm warning yesterday. Well, all that has moved way off to the east now into Wisconsin. But some of this is still in Minnesota. The winter weather advisory remains in effect here. This is until noon today. This is out in Brainerd, Grand Rapids, Minnesota area. And then we have a winter storm warning that remains in effect here just east of Minneapolis, and then goes up towards Duluth and up towards the northeastern part of Minnesota. That winter storm warning continues until midnight tonight. So for those areas up there in northeastern Minnesota, still dealing with the remnants of this system through today. So that was the last of this winter system that came through yesterday. Well, what's next in this forecast? Well, we do have a number of things to talk about. But first, let's hear a brief word now from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
All right, so as we jump ahead here, firstly I wanted to go over this. This is from the National Weather Service. This is a look at your 24-hour snowfall totals over the last 24 hours. And you can really see where this system ended up. It started up in North Dakota. We had 5 inches out here in western, even 6 inches out here in North Dakota. And then it fell into South Dakota. And so some spots in South Dakota got some snow accumulations. We got about 3 inches in Mulbridge. We had 5 around Eureka. We also had about 4.5 in Aberdeen. And then just north of Aberdeen, up near Frederick, Westport, Hecla, they had 7 to 8 inches of snow up in that area. We had 6 inches in Webster, 7 inches in Wilmot, 2.5 in Watertown. And so really you can really see where that snow ended up. Northeastern South Dakota got hit pretty hard, 8 inches up in Victor. Looks like they're out of electricity. And then as it continued, it went into Minnesota. Brainerd area had 8 inches of snow, 8 inches near Deer Creek. Some of these higher amounts, 9 inches up near Kona, Minnesota. And then as it continued, even to Wisconsin, actually, believe it or not, Wisconsin got hit the hardest with this snow. 14 plus inches of snow out in Wisconsin. How about the cities? The cities got around 2 to 5 inches, just varied spot to spot. Between the whole metro area, anywhere from 2 to 5 inches were found. Sioux Falls actually got a little light dusting last night. There was a time there where there was some blizzard-like conditions, with the wind blowing 45 to 50 miles per hour. There was a little bit of snow that came through, and that caused some blizzard conditions for a short time, for about a half hour or so. But yeah, that was your snowfall totals from yesterday. So let's go ahead and look ahead at what's next in this forecast.
Okay, so let's look at your future radar. And today we get a break in the action. There's not much to talk about today. It's going to be a quiet day. And then how about your Thanksgiving outlook? Well, again, it's looking dry and quiet, so that is great news. We love to hear that and love to see that. And so today and tomorrow, your Thanksgiving forecast looking really good. Now, once we get towards Friday morning, late Thanksgiving night into Friday, your Black Friday. Black Friday outlook, not so much. We are looking at chances for snow. We're looking at a system coming in from the west, low pressure system, and as a result, that is going to cause some issues in the form of snow. And so we're looking at chances for snow once again in the forecast for this Friday. And it would start out west and work its way out into central South Dakota, into northeast Nebraska, as you can see there. And then it will transition and continue to move east here. So by the time we get towards Friday afternoon, and that's what the picture looks like there, eastern South Dakota. Seeing the snow activity, from Mulbridge, Aberdeen, down through Huron, Mitchell, down to Sioux Falls, Sioux City. And then that will continue throughout the day on Friday. And it will continue to expand. And as you can see there, this has been the same picture that we've seen for the last several days now. So pretty good bet. Pretty likely that we're going to be seeing this snow system coming through. And this could cause some issues, especially if there's any kind of wind involved. I'll get to that in just a minute. But as you see, this a fairly big snow system. Now, accumulations, I'll show you that in a minute too. But as that system clears out actually by Saturday, this snowstorm is still going to be going on here by the time it gets towards Saturday. So this is a Friday and Saturday event. So Black Friday, I know we got a parade going on. We got some things going on Friday. And unfortunately, it looks like Black Friday is going to be snowy. So if you got any plans Friday and Saturday, you need to be paying attention to the weather because of the snow possibility. And it does look like it's pretty likely that we're going to be seeing a widespread snow in our region. Now, Sunday looks quiet. We'll get a break on Sunday. I don't see anything on Sunday. And same thing on Monday. I think Monday will be pretty quiet overall, not seeing a whole lot there. And we'll see what happens after that. Okay, so taking a look at your wind gust map. Taking a look here. We are still dealing with that wind out here in the eastern regions of our area. Sioux Falls, Iowa, Minnesota. Still dealing with this. Now, as we go throughout the day, the wind will start to die down, so that's good news. But it will hang around today in Minnesota and Iowa. But for our South Dakota audience and Nebraska audience, it will die down by this afternoon. And then after that, we'll start to see actually some more wind gusts for Friday. Looks like we'll have a break. Looks like tomorrow and the rest of today and tomorrow, not seeing any wind gusts. Now Friday, we'll see some wind picking back up again, but it won't be as strong as it was the last couple of days between yesterday and this morning, where we had, wind gusts 40 to 50, 60 miles per hour. We're not seeing that. We're seeing 20 to 30, 20 to 35. And then for your weekend, though, by Saturday, the wind could pick up, especially down in Nebraska. But for South Dakota, we're looking at anywhere from 20 to 35 miles per hour. And then that will clear out. So there will be a little bit of wind. It could still be enough to cause us issues. Winter storm warnings could be in effect for that system on Friday and Saturday. Like I mentioned, the snow. You can still have some problems if you have 20 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. So, you can still have, if it's snowing pretty good, if it's snowing at a pretty good clip, you can still get issues. Now, how about snow accumulation? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what the European model thinks. European model is usually fairly reliable. So, again, we have nothing going on until Friday. Once we get towards Friday, you start to see that system come in. And here's what it's saying. Well, we're looking at a swath here. It looks like actually a lot of this snow looks to be up again in northern South Dakota into North Dakota. Anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow again up in this area. But really, I would say anywhere in South Dakota into Nebraska could see anywhere in that 1 to 5 inch range. And you do notice some higher amounts being shown here in Iowa as the storm starts on Friday and lingers into Saturday. Looks like Iowa could be under the gun for the most amount of snow, similar to what we had today with Wisconsin seeing the most snowfall accumulations, well to our east. Iowa, anywhere from 5 to a foot of snow looks to be found across Iowa. Now, again, this is the European model. This could still change. And as of now, Sioux Falls is kind of right around that 4-inch range. So it would not be surprising at all if Sioux Falls got around 4 inches of snow Friday and Saturday. So that is the latest what we're seeing here. This is the European model is usually pretty accurate. It nailed this last system to a T pretty much. And lastly here, running through the temperatures real fast here today. Again, looking at mainly temperatures in the 20s and the low 30s. It's going to be a really chilly day today. And once again, it's going to be a trend here. We got 20s and 30s, low 30s for Sioux Falls for your Thanksgiving forecast, mid 30s out west and south. And then on Friday, 20s once again in the forecast with that snow coming in. And then how about your weekend? Teens and 20s for highs. So we're looking at an extended period of cold weather, winter weather. And same thing on Sunday, temperatures in the teens and 20s again. And Monday of next week, teens and 20s once again in the forecast. That's kind of the theme of this forecast now. It's going to be temperatures mainly in the 20s and dropping into the teens in a lot of places too. Maybe even some single digits up in Aberdeen. So, for the foreseeable future, we're looking at an extended period of cold winter air. So that's going to do it for this morning's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll be back later today for another video. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are the most active. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, where we are live on TikTok as well now. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning.